Black Talk Radio.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Black Talk Radio News. My name, of course, is Scotty Reid, broadcasting from behind the enemy lines of USA Inc. I just wanted to bring to everybody's attention, we have major holidays coming up here in the United States, which include Thanksgiving, Christmas. We have some Jewish holidays coming up. We got Kwanzaa coming up. And so this one came across my timeline because, people post things related to whatever season is in season. And I saw this post by Servant Hearted Sisterhood. I don't think I follow them, but it came across my For You page, I guess, on Facebook. And as those who are watching the video can see, it says not everyone goes home for Thanksgiving. Give thanks to them too. And has emoji of the American flag. Then it shows a picture of some men in uniform praying over their dinner. It looks like they seem to be bowing their heads and what have you. Now, why am I bringing this to your attention? And first, let me state, and the only reason I'm stating that I am a Gulf War veteran who served in the United States Army for 6 years? Yeah, 87 to 92. And then when I woke up and got out, and as I started to diagnose the problems of the world and the things that contribute to this buzzword we keep hearing a lot, especially as it relates to Donald Trump, of fascism. So let's focus on fascism, but let's not focus on Donald Trump, but let's focus on our community. Let's focus on members of our community. Let's focus on ourselves and see if we are, in fact, contributing to fascism in our country and not even aware of how a post like this, a social media meme, contributes to fascism or elements of fascism. So let me break that down for you. Thanking the troops and similar social media memes play a significant role in the militarization of American culture by normalizing and glorifying military service as a cornerstone of national identity. Here's how these practices contribute to this phenomenon. Now, I'm only going to share just a couple of them, but the number one point says that it reinforces a culture of militaristic reverence. And we see that all throughout, quote unquote, American culture, especially through Hollywood and other entertainment, or the entertainment industry in general. But number one, reinforcing it, of course, social media is media and people use it for entertainment purposes, certainly. Reinforcing a culture of militaristic reverence, constant visibility, memes, hashtags, and viral posts celebrating the military ensure that the ideal of honoring troops is omnipresent, making military service seem like the ultimate act of patriotism. Unquestioning gratitude by emphasizing gratitude for service without discussion of the political or ethical implications of military actions. These memes discourage critical examination of U.S. foreign policy and its consequences. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to jump down to point number 7. So we just covered number 1, but there are 7 of them, and this is number 7. These memes cultivate nationalistic sentiment, flag-waving patriotism. Social media memes often pair imagery of troops with flags, eagles, and other nationalist symbols, linking military support to pride in the country. Other bullet point, binary thinking. They reinforce an us versus them mentality, framing U.S. troops as protectors of freedom against vaguely defined external threats. Now, again, I'm going to go ahead and a few times I will use any kind of credit I get for claiming my identity as a veteran, especially a veteran of a foreign war. I'm just going to ask people to stop doing that. And you talk about fascism. We've long had fascism, and we all participate by just participating like robots from this program behavior. And this is a program behavior to thank the troops. Why are you thanking me for? Why are you thanking them for? For going off to exploit another country's resources using often a barrel of a gun, so to speak. It's just stop it. No. And then if you look at how this is just a part of capitalism, the military industrial complex, people making money, the love of money. But since the Vietnam War ended in 1975, and my biological father was drafted to the Vietnam War, and since that war ended, the United States has been involved in numerous military actions and conflicts globally. These range from full-scale wars to smaller interventions and operations. Major actions include the Gulf War, that's what I was part of, 1990, 1991, interventions in Somalia, that's 1992 to 1993, the Iraq War, 2003 to 2011, and the war in Afghanistan, 2001 to 2021. Beyond these, the U.S. has conducted operations in places like Grenada, Panama, Kosovo, and Libya, as well as ongoing efforts under the global war on terror, the quote-unquote global war on terror. The terrorists are the CIA and these Western intelligence services, Israeli intelligence services, who are really behind that. But that's a topic for another episode. But these include drone strikes and counterterrorism missions in countries like Yemen, Pakistan, and Syria. Again, they call it counterterrorism, but it's really imperialist, colonialist operations. But you know, if you really cared about people, these people you say you care about, the troops, mostly working class people who joined because they didn't want to go in tremendous debt, since we don't have free college tuition for all. So we go within there, like myself, to avoid tremendous college debt that people take decades to pay off or be trapped under. You know, but then we see all of this homelessness. This is a result of this militarism that you're promoting, and whether you're doing it on intentionally or unintentionally, it just needs to stop. But let's look at the homelessness among veterans. As of recent estimates, over 33,000 veterans are experiencing homelessness in the United States, accounting for about 6% of the homeless populations. Veterans face unique challenges contributing to homelessness, including PTSD, lack of affordable housing, and difficulties transitioning back to civilian life. And a lot of them end up in prison. Maybe in 2012, I can't remember, I authored an article about the 1 million vets who make up the jail and prison population in the United States, mostly for nonviolent, victimless drug crimes, trying to self-treat PTSD or economic issues. And so, yeah, but then the suicides are more than what I've been citing lately. And I'm glad I did the research today on November 27, 2024. But my research uncovered that on veteran suicides, it remains a pressing issue. According to the Department of Veteran Affairs, approximately 17 veterans die by suicide daily. The latest figure that I heard a lot of people keep repeating was 9. So that has increased to 17 veterans die by suicide daily. These figures underscore ongoing mental health struggles such as PTSD, depression, and the challenges of reintegration into society. These statistics highlight the enduring impacts of U.S. military engagement on the service members and broader society. So what are they seeing? Why? We never ask the question of why they have so many mental health issues. And I guess I should say we, because I do have them. I'm seeing a therapist now through the VA. But why? It's because we recognize the war crimes that we participated in. But we came to the realization that we're nothing but kind of cannon fodder for these rich, wealthy corporations and the billionaires that own them or profit from their stocks, those who invest in military industrial complex stocks, and those who invest in the prison slavery stocks. They're all the same people. And when we come to that realization, some of us have issues dealing with that. When we see, the high number of civilian casualties that we know were intentionally caused by the dropping of these bombs, and we keep seeing it over and over and over and over, it gives us flashbacks to the, issues that we have. Because many of us are not psychopaths. We are not unfeeling people, but it seems the rest of the world is. And when you share memes, like the ones that I'm bringing up in question, then you just need to stop. Okay? You need to stop. It is not helping, and it's actually triggering some of us because it's just programmed behavior. It's not sincere whatsoever. You're just doing that because that is what this system teaches you to do. And we need more people to be critical thinkers and not be part of the program. So go check out my podcast on fascism in the United States. It's a bipartisan deal. You can check that out at blacktalkradionetwork.com. And this is an element of fascism. Let's stop promoting fascism. That said, peace and blessings to all.